take time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness. Just to warn you, we may have a bedbug infestation. I am investigating non-toxic extermination measures. Non-toxic to you, I mean. All crew members, please be advised that perishables should not be left on the counter for more than 48 hours, unless you are hoping for an infestation of sprats.
Something busted, Captain? What? You want me to... Oh. What? Oh.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
As always, I am at your... anything you... nothing too out of the ordinary. That's what my... I was destined to be... my... they... I envy that. They... the simple everything... the answers to these questions don't really matter. The plan is... some choice... it's like an... I'll run head... What about you? And how did he do that? Well, you do see... that seems a Bocconu, the author, had some interesting theory. Unfortunate philosophy, but most of the philosophy, the story I have, and I've been. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. That's a good question. We should. All I need is access to a data card. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure. Thank you, Captain.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%. Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to... Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make your... Not at all mine. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your... Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. Regardless, it's quite comfortable. Absolutely. Let's talk. No.
Ah, the wanted criminal.
Wait. Why don't you just... Oh, I picked you out of the hope for your talents. Yes, indeed. Well, what's on your mind? I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating. They might tempt... What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Absolutely. Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, life outside... To answer your question, because the... Unfortunately. Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and... But, well, What's on your mind? Uh-huh. I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find the target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime. Careful, that's my communications terminal.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Just checking your ship's manifest.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies.
That's not the point. Now's not a good time.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy, he's a spacer's chosen man. That's when I broadside. Look, this was a long time coming. Well, former. Enjoy my... Hey, not for nothing. Captain of the... Hey, I don't want to talk... Felix Millstone. See you around. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating new boxes.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Careful where you smoke. The crew.
Then I head to Vera's for whiskey and darts. And then odor.
Wish we had bigger weapons, but no. Be careful about blowing holes in the hull.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at their cargo.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located. Access to that information is above my. If I had to take a guess as to why, you take the star chart. Oh, and if you're headed out, Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the. Make sure you. Most places are. I got a preference for the. You need anything else? Maybe. Too big. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Chief Junlei might have it. Happy to help. That's my job, after all. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long. Goes like this. A bunch of companies decided to throw in to. Yep. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Groundbreaker was one. Once every. I guess that was the start of our independence. Sitting around, drink. Glad to help. Relative to the. They aren't rich. But they aren't likely to. They strip the sublight. They're on the promenade. All right. Maybe. All right. He's friendly. Not that he would, being a. Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're all their interest. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom. But really? You sure you. There's no. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships. We push them too hard.
The board is necessary to.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Move along.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a waste. Hey, that's come.
What do you...
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can groundbreakers... This is the If you're here to report a crime, I'm not so... Folks are liable. We can't just... Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get... Well...
You don't sound awfully sure of that.
We got a lot of rules to follow. Hard to remember. Appreciate it. That'd be awful weird. All right. Sure. And stuff from out... All right. Less than they're used. I reckon.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about... Got a hot one for you. Swerve. Spilled Rizzo's violet. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You and about 6 other... I do hope you're the lucky... Do I look like you're got... Then get to business or get moving. We're the security. The original folks started call.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You are hearing things.
No.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals. Lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and...
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Why do we let people more heavily armed than us on board?
Huh?
Rizzo. Purple Berry Crunch. Triple Gel Flakes and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
I'll keep quiet.
Bless my heart. A stranger come not. You here for a particular reason? Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. Lucky for... Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits... Do you know Edna, over an engineer? She said... Curious thing is, you've got a... If you... The more we got... Don't forget to come find old... Might want... You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say... Yes, take that darling ship... Shouldn't be too tough for a lad. Want a charming copper... gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. What do you want? That's right, dear. Though for the board, they've all... But it won't work. No, ma'am. Go right ahead. Groundbreak. Miss Junley's supposed to be getting them fixed. The board, they've all... But it won't work. No, ma'am. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on a... Because I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the... Any times. If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Any... Great law, is it hot in here? Or is it just my glands acting up again? Yes, dearie? Take that shouldn't be too tough. Any...
How do you do? And, well, sorry. Didn't quite... Nothing to fear. Huh? What? Huh. Fine, as long... Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy. Our chief... There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. Our local guard, she freely admits she... Of course, I try and steer clear of...
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the fall. Do you have what it takes to defend?
Damnable thing about living on a space station. No pigeons to feed. Oh, you can feed the sprats, sure enough. But then the neighbors start moaning about hygiene.
Got one more hour before the dockmaster bills me. How many beers can I down, do you think? Hey! What do you think you're doing? Just be careful next time.
Scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stimulants. A toss ball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. This is Halcyon News, reminding... That there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury.
I'm sorry about the heat. Oh, a lot of slow. Heard of it?
That's true.
That's just bit. So, what can I get you? Have a look. What can I do for you? Don't take my word for it. I'm bound. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say. I can... Spacer's Choice regret. Sprat wash. Don't miss. Troubles. A blast will send you through this. At Spacer's Choice, even if my contract didn't forbid it. Now, are you ready to make space? You would never ask. If you knew what it's like, I mean, why anyone can be a space... Now, if we're done with the chit-chat... speaking of interest, can I
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See you. Let me get one. As for the rest, I'm trying to be my guest.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other... The records say she's not my patient. Not without dispensation. We don't regret. We'd nearly saw. Take care.
Good luck getting to Jessie. And better luck if you do. She's a real piece of work.
You want something, you'll need to ask the doctors. I just work here.
I hope those automechs get here soon.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
For the last ratted on rotten time. You hull-headed... What? I'm just terrible. Should've known she's... Alright, okay. We can... Seems I've got...
The truth is, I'm not sick. You, ain't with the board, are you? What? No, I... Think? Alright. 3 weeks back, I caught rumors. If I had... Let's just... Anywho, I barely made it out with... Oh, surely you wouldn't drag me before him. Thanks for helping me with the board. Or I guess I...
That maniac on Monarchs.
Carry on.
If you're not crew, you're little people.
Is any of the news they play here actual?
Careful where you smoke. The crew bills us for airfare. It's always fucking free. We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
Huh?
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Who'd I piss off to
Yeah,
get a
no
sight
one wants
here?
you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back. I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy. Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. This unit is shock simulation non-function. Shock simulation restored. Initiating how? There. Shock subroutine complete. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Assholes and their big interstellar freighters. One nearly rammed me on the... way in.
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycled.
Move along.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed up.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable. I can...
By verity, by what are we contemplating today? Bokonu. Unfortunately, philosophy, but most of the yes. Yes, you caught. What's occupying your thought? Will do, Captain. I'll keep an eye on her.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other? Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you... So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out... Interesting. The powers that be paint... We see a lot of the same face. Groundbreaker's radiators need... Only the board. None. Every time I give it... The board isn't helping, and... Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we... Hold on. There's something you should know before... The back bays are on a low... Good. Speak your mind. Honestly, I could use the... Plus, there's no time to train... Sure, I was... promoted. It was different. Maybe you can see why... I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have... You've got my attention. You're right. I placate them when I have some... Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. You've got my attention.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers
Whatever it is, I'm working on it.
when you were sick, who
If you
took
came
your
to report
temperature?
the Admiral Week on City
When you were hungry,
Slaps
who gave you a needle full
Be
of
there when we
love?
can.
Auntie Cleo, that's who. Have you given your auntie a hug today?
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
This place has a smell, right? It's not just me.
You look like someone who's taking. We also have a line of special items. Welcome! Itching to whack someone over.
If you're hungry, they're terrified. Fresh from the grind. Not getting into too. You know what's. Scrap meat is absolute bore. Terrible. Legal. Between. Might be that this old. Just as well. Long as you don't mind me. Just as well.
Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger for me.
Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tail. Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger for me.
Welcome to Sublights. You the one flying the Miss Lily has been expecting. Sure. These days,
So you're the new captain. Lily, charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. I did not. I have... If you haven't... I like that initiative, but if there's anything else... These days... Not all of our... Your words, not mine. Hey. Sublight. Very... I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman. Ask. I have nothing to hide. Be seeing...
Got any leads on salvage? Doesn't even have to be broke yet.
Got any leads on salvage? Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tails.
CNP near Maple, CNP Borston Baked Bee. When you need...
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector? I got a full line of weapon mod.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Spacer's Choice is enjoying an unexpected windfall. Sources credit an increase in swell tuna production for this quarter's earning projections.
her work.
Going back to the old cubicle to watch the latest episode of my series.
We move cargo 16 hours a day. That last trilogy was almost funny at the crew.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June. Nothing you need and everything you... A new face. I hear... And we're all sweating. Couldn't say. And I wouldn't be pouring... All I know, there's a... Instead of the heat... Weeks? Engineer. Don't know what's got her... That's not for me to say. There's nobody who... She doesn't come around here often.
If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down.
You ever hard up for work? Try sublight salvage. Good pay if you're morally flexible.
It only gets ugly around here when the corporates stir up trouble.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
Rizzo's Lemon Donut. Not your whole family tonight.
Gonna head to Varus for whiskey and darts.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close.
Yeah, I've done work for Sublight. Need to pay the bill somehow.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded. I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bed. I ain't felt so much as a tepid. Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sis. Have yourself a pleasant day. Hey there! You talked to... Gosh, I wouldn't dream of it. Have yourself a pleasant day.
Rizzo's knock you out on a CCN 76 North Tonawall.
This is House.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not... Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. He was my dearest friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture... Tell me. No. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting... There, I've removed the flag from your ship. Alex promised to tell me the location of... You haven't... Well, Alex... What? An apprehension of this caliber... The thing is... It's on... So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Finny. Though, it might surprise you. There's no call for that kind of... No, I can't grant you access to Byzantium. The board isn't even the worst of it. Gladys intends to sell it to the highest bidder. She's demanded I provide her with proof of its authenticity. And if I refuse, she'll have those goons at Sublight Salvage throw me down the waste disposal shaft. A spicy little pickle entirely of my own making. Thank you. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal. That's not unreasonable. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption. I will Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be my guest. I'm the certified representative. I have few complaints. Oh, good. No. Best to be clear, I believe. Chief Tenant. Deplorable conduct. My superiors... Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? They're here to keep the peace, of course. Precisely. Groundbreaker when the alternative is board guards at their gates? Yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but a luxury stateroom. Oh, good luck. As this office is the primary embassy, ask away.
It's almost time for today's episode of Depends. What are you planning to do? See the lights? Taking a shower? All right, I'll sell it to you. But it's gonna cost you dear. Anything else, dear? Yes, dear. Which offer were you interested? You could always try your... Pick your poison. Marat. Landing pad on Monarch. You don't... But it's also kilometer... Might be best too, yes. Suit yourself. Anytime. Great law, is it hot in here? Or is it just my glands acting? Yes, dear. Which offer were you interested in? You could always try your hand at landing in Cascadia if you're interested in dying horribly. Might... Suit you... Yes, dear. Suit your... Anytime.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you? Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Wow. You don't know how... Thanks, boss. Somehow, I always... Didn't I tell you? Honestly, I was what folks on the ground... That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back... The word's a touch kindlier than... Same... Hauling box... Could... But on the other hand, broadside... That's what I like about you. I caught a real lucky... Yeah, thanks for...
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain leaves the ship? Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? The unit, Alex, if you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine. What work remains? Yes, Captain. There's... Captain. Also, corporate? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? My violence inhibitors are a joke. Now playing a spacer's choice. It's not the best. Everyone in Halcyon, as you wish, Captain. I have I prefer to think when I simulate traveling. Do you know what? As you may in our travels together. If you mean, how can I be? What part of the colony? Ah, yes. There is a bounty on it. I shall have the outlaw, even knowing the location. Of course. What part of the colony? We're cleared to dock. If we're going there, I can. You are more than welcome, Captain. The ground freighter. Many of I have filed the required. How can I be of may luck be. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.